Alright, what's up guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Galakronds Awakening Adventure cards. So there's only 35 of them, so we should be able to go through this pretty quickly. And we're starting off as usual with Druid, and we got Wing Guardian, the 7 mana 6/8 beast with Taunt, Reborn, and can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. This card's super powerful with the fact that you can't ping it off when it's reborn, and big body, especially if you're playing like a big druid, or you play that side quest where you play 10 mana worth of minions, you can pull out a random one. This guy's a great one to pull out. I think it's actually really powerful. I think it'll be experimented with a lot. But I think the one thing is maybe it's a little bit better if it was like in a beast archetype. And right now there isn't really too great of a beast archetype for druid. Before there was, so maybe they're trying to push it because it seems like we've got a couple beasts here. So I'll give it 4 stars though, because I definitely think it's very powerful. Next we got Steel Beetle, 2 mana 2/3 beast, battle cry. For holding a spell that costs 5 or more, you gain 5 armor. And this card, same thing. I think it's powerful for sure, and good stats, everything good battle cry. But the problem is I don't see it fitting in right now until we get a couple more beast synergy cards. And just because of that, I'm going to give it 3 stars. And then we have Rising Winds, 2 mana spell. It's a twin spell with choose one, you draw a card, or summon a 3/2 eagle. So like Power of the Wild, but it's a little bit better actually. You're not buffing your cards, but you have the versatility of drawing a card or summoning a 3/2 eagle. You can do it multiple times too. Very cheap, so you can cycle through things easily. I think this is a wonderful card. I'm actually going to give it 5 stars. I think it fits into a lot more decks than the other cards do. So overall, I think Druid's got some pretty cool ones. Personally, I like the Winged Guardian the best, just because I like Big Druid. And but I definitely could see Rising Winds making a pretty big, a scene for Druid. Next, we got Hunter. We got Chop Shop Chapter, 3 mana 2/4 mech. After a friendly mech dies, you add a random mech to your hand. It's definitely pretty cool. You think about anything that spawns little 1/1 mechs, and you have a bunch of 1/1 mechs on the board. You drop this guy down, you trade him in, get a little value oriented stuff. Kind of reminds me of like a Cult Master. But overall, I think right now we're not going to see this card played. I think this is more for later on, maybe after a couple cards rotate out, because I feel like for now it's kind of like more of a big mech thing, because you got the mechanical whelp. I feel like that's what it's like centered around right now. But after a while, I think maybe this will definitely come up, and I think it's good though. So I'm gonna say 3 stars for now. Rottenness Drake, 5 mana 6/5 dragon. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, destroy a random enemy minion. So this is basically Deadly Shout, and then 2 mana for a 6/5 body, which is pretty nuts. I do think that Dragon Hunter is possible and a thing, so I think that we could actually see it. And because I think that's definitely possible, and this is such a powerful card, I'm actually going to give this baby, I'm debating between 4 and 5 right now, but I'm kind of leaning a little bit closer to 5, because I think it's that powerful. I think this is like really good. So we'll just give it to it. We'll do 5 stars. I think this is like nuts. And then Fresh Scent. 2 mana twin spell, and you give a beast +2/+2. It's neat, but I wouldn't really throw this into any deck. I think it's kind of just something you mess around with, so I'll give it 2 stars. It's like meh, nothing too special. Overall, I'm really curious about the Dragon Hunter. I think Dragon Hunter is definitely a strong deck that could be made. Next, we got Mage. The Amazing Reno is pretty hard to judge. I don't think they have anything written on him, do they? It just says that he makes things disappear. At the start of your turn, you cast a random spell. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not, but we'll see. So we'll leave that one for now. I'm honestly thinking it's going to be powerful because it's a hero card. Hero cards are always very good. But overall, I'm not sure what to think of it. Plus, it's 10 mana, so I mean, it's got to be pretty strong. But Arcane Amplifier, 3 mana 2/5 elemental. Your hero power deals 2 extra damage. This card is nuts. It's a lot of stats for 3. It's an elemental, and you're doing 3 damage for your ping. That's nuts. And plus, you got this elemental guy next to him, which makes Elemental Mage even look better. So for now, I think Elemental Mage is roughly about 4 stars. So I'll give it 4 stars. Animate to Avalanche, 7 mana, 7/6 Elemental. Battlecry, if you played an Elemental last turn, summon a copy of this. This is super powerful. I personally would play this if I'm definitely playing Elemental stuff. I right now think the same thing, 4 stars for Elemental Mage. Going into Paladin, we got Air Raid, 2 mana twin spell, summon 2/1/1 Silverhand Recruits with Taunt. It's pretty good. Not sure how great it is. And yeah. I think right now there's not much Silverhand Recruit mechanics in standard at least. But still, it's pretty cool. I'll probably give it like 2 stars. I don't know. I think it's meh. Maybe later on it'll be powerful because of the Silverhand Recruit stuff, but yeah. Then we have Scalelord, 5 mana, 5/6 Dragon. Battlecry, give your Murlocs Divine Shield. This also is another one of those like weird Dragon Murloc mixture cards that doesn't seem to work too well. But overall, I think that this is a pretty powerful one. Giving you guys Divine Shield is good. So, yeah. I'd give it like 3 stars. Shotbot, 2 mana, 2/2 mech with Reborn. It's pretty much just, what the hell is it called? Yeah, it's new cards. Just reviewing them quick. But Shotbot is like, what the hell is that one? Shielded Minibot. Pretty much same thing. So it's pretty powerful. 4 stars. Priest, Dark Prophecy, 3 mana spell. Discover a 2-cost minion, summon it, and give it 3 health. I think it's pretty strong, but I think it's mainly strong in like a spell-centric priest. And overall, I don't see that being really strong itself. I think spell priest is just like kind of a meme, so I'll give it 2 stars. There goes Scales, 1 mana, 1/1 Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, discover a spell from your deck. This could definitely be pretty strong. And Dragon Priest has always been pretty good. So I'd have to look into it a little bit more to see how powerful and like what if you like run only some certain specific spells. But right now, I'd definitely give it like 4 stars. And Reaver, 6 mana, 4/4 Dragon. Battlecry, deal damage to a minion equal to its attack. So there's a chance that it could kill something, but depending on stuff, it depends on what it is. I think it's definitely powerful. I mean, it's kind of like a 6 mana 4/4. It's kind of like the Flick Skyshift, similar to it, but not as powerful as Flick Skyshift. Which makes sense. I mean, it is a common. So I'd still give it 4 stars. Plus, it's got the dragon tag, so works in the Dragon Priest. But I think it's pretty cool. Shadow Sculptor, 5 mana, 3/2 with combo. Draw a card for each card you've played this turn. We've already seen this one. Been messing around with it myself, and I actually think this card's really good. So for now, because of what it is, I think I'll give it 4 stars. Sky Vetter, 2 mana, 1/3 Pirate with Stealth. Death Rattle, draw a card. I think it's good. I just don't know how great pirates are. And especially in Rogue, and maybe in Wild it's a little bit better, but right now I'm just going to kind of give it 2 stars. Waxmancy, 2 mana spell, discover a Battlecry minion, reduce its cost by 2. I actually think this is really good. I think it's a fun card too. So not like super good, but I think it's pretty good. So I'll give it 3 stars. Shaman. Second, gonna move down one. The fists are. I think it's supposed to be rated. I don't know. Maybe it's a call for Mortal Kombat. 4 mana, 1/4. After you cast a spell, summon a legendary minion of that cost and lose 1 durability. I think that's awesome. Don't know how great it is, but it's definitely awesome. Oh, that's pretty damn good actually, because it's a legendary. It's not just a random minion. That's actually sick. I'm gonna give that 5 stars. I think that's actually sick because I mean, even if you're thinking of Eye of the Storm, I mean, there's a lot of big stuff that you can pull for like 10 mana. Even if you do something lower, like a 4 mana spell, you could pull out. You could pull out just like some basic guy. You get a spell plus like a 4/5, even if it doesn't have like any other effect. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's definitely cool. I have the Storm 10 mana spell, summon 3/5/6 elementals with Taunt and Overload 3. We have that one in our been able to mess around with it. I haven't tried it out yet, but it seems pretty powerful. So right now I'm thinking it's going to be about 4 stars just because of what we've seen. I mean, it seems like it's a pretty awesome. I don't know. I think it's strong. It just seems it. Explosive Evolution, 2 mana spell, transform a minion into a random one that costs 3 more. I think that's pretty good too. Being able to Mutations, a 0 mana spell, transforms into 1. Basically the same thing, but you're just transforming it way higher. And I actually think that's better, personally. I think being able to transform something into like a 2-drop into a 5-drop is definitely a lot better than going to like 2 to a 3. Duh. And I mean, I think the trade-off for 2 mana is worth it. And I think it's definitely better than Mutation. So I'm going to give that 4 stars. I think Explosive Evolution is like really powerful. Going to Warlock, Cast Gazer, 3 mana, 4/3 demon, corrupt a playable card in your opponent's hand. They have 1 turn to play it, so I think this just removes it from their hand if they don't play it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be really fun to play with, but I don't know how often it'll be played itself, so I'll give it 3 stars. Fiendish Servant, 1 mana, 2/1 demon with Death Rattle. Give this minion's attack to a random friendly minion. It's great in Zoo Warlock, and Zoo Warlock's always powerful, so I'll give it 4 stars. This is Knowledge, 2 mana spell, discover 2 Warlock cards. I think it's better than probably what it looks like, but it's still not good. So it's still kind of just a meme card of 2 stars. Warrior, Bomb Wrangler, 3 mana, 2/3. With whenever this minion takes damage, you summon a 1/1 Boombot. I think it's okay. Boombots are pretty good, so I think it's not bad. But I just don't know how good it is. So I'll probably say 3 stars. Boom Squad, 1 mana spell, discover a lackey, mech, or dragon. I don't know why a lackey's the only one that's bolded out. It's a little odd, but whatever. So I think this is good. It gives you like a chance for versatility. Because usually dragons are heavier ended, mechs are kind of like mid range, and lackeys are 1-drops. So I think it's good, like versatile. So not bad. I don't know where it's gonna fit in right now, but I definitely think it's pretty good. So I'll give it 3 stars. Risky Skipper, 1 mana, 1/3. After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to all minions. Whoa. It's a 1 mana, 1/3 whirlwind whenever you play something. It's kind of cool. I mean, especially it works well with Bomb Wrangler, but as I said, I don't know how useful that is. So I'll give that 3 stars also. Now we're to the neutrals. We got Grand Lackey, Eric, I think. 4 mana, 2/3. After you play a lackey, add a lackey to your hand. Get some value generation with the lackeys. Definitely in the rogue category. Seems pretty good. So I could see it definitely being utilized and getting some good value. In between Shaman, Warlock, and Rogue alone, I think you could see a lot of value created with the Grand Lackey here. So I'll give it 4 stars. Sky General Crag, 4 mana, 2/3 Pirate Taunt. Battlecry, if you've played a quest this game, summon a 4/2 Parrot with Rush. I think that's not bad. Basically, I mean, 3 mana Huffer, and then 1 mana 2/3 with Taunt. Not too bad. That's basically what my thought process is on it. I think it's overall pretty good. So I would give it like 3 stars. I don't think that's that great, but it's pretty powerful. I mean, it's very niche because it only fits into something that's running quests. But Escaped Mana Saber, 4 mana 3/5 Beast with Stealth. Whenever this attacks, gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. You get a little ramp action there. I like it a lot, actually. I think it definitely can work well in like that big Druid style. So I'm excited to play that in Druid for sure. And I mean, even in other stuff, it's definitely not a terrible card. 4 mana 3/5 with Stealth alone, without the effect, isn't bad. Not that it's good, but it's not terrible. We've seen worse cards at 4 mana. So I'm gonna give it actually 4 stars. Because I'm thinking that this could definitely help out Druid's ramp game a lot. Boom Pistol Bully, 5 mana 5/5 Battlecry. Any Battlecry cards cost 5 more next turn. Pretty cool. Being able to stop, you know, I like those cards that kind of hinder the opponent from playing certain cards. Reminds me of kind of like a Lothub. Probably not as good as Lothub, but maybe it is. I don't know. It's a lot of Battlecry cards. There's definitely an opportunity. I mean, it makes a Lackey cost 6 mana, so it's pretty crazy. I think it's definitely powerful, but probably not as crazy as... I don't know, man. Does Battlecry outweigh spells? Or, I don't know. I'm going to give it 4 stars, though. I think it's pretty solid. Alright, Frenzied Fellwing, 4 mana, 3/3 demon, costs 1 less for each damage dealt to your opponent this turn. I mean, I think this is a pretty easy 1 mana 3/3 demon. We've seen a lot of these cheating out cards, and they're usually insane, so because of that, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Licensed Adventurer, 2 mana 3/2 Battlecry. If you control a quest, add a coin in your hand. I think it's good, but the thing is, finding a hard time finding where to put it into a quest like Rogue, and I think Quest Rogue is like the best place to play this. And right now, it's So for now, I'm gonna actually give it 3 stars. Skydiving Instructor, 3 mana 2/2 Battlecry. Summon a 1-cost minion from your deck. This is awesome. It reminds me of the whole patches idea, and you just pull out a random 1-cost minion. You play this guy. You play something like Blazing Battle Mage. You can get this 2/2 guy down. Pull out something. You thin your deck a little bit, so you're not pulling out your 1-drops later on in the game. I love this card, so I'm gonna go at 4 stars. And Hailbringer, 5 mana 3/4 Elemental Battlecry. Summon 2 1/1 Ice Shards that freeze. I kind of am meh about it, so I'll give it 2 stars. Overall, I think that it's some decent cards for the expansion. The adventure. I think it's enough cards that are gonna spice it up the meta, so we can mess around and have a little fun. But overall, do I think it's worth it? I would say it's worth the gold. I wouldn't waste any money on it myself. After looking at the cards, obviously it's $20. It's not too bad, but got the gold saved up. Maybe it's the better way to do it, or maybe like the last. I don't know how the power level is gonna be, because I'm guessing that Reno is gonna end up being the last guy you get. It's gonna be like one of the last cards. Similarly to the adventures in the old day, you could buy the wings that you wanted. So maybe you didn't have to buy the last wing if you didn't want that specific, legendary or those cards. So maybe if Reno's not that great, because I'm guessing he's going to be the last one, maybe you don't have to get it with the other cards if they're not the greatest either. But overall, I think it's definitely worth grabbing. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.